What is going on, guys? Today we are taking a look at this Walmart special radio that I picked up for $20. Alright, so the radio that we are looking at today is the Car Dual XDM16BT. This particular unit sports Bluetooth, USB, aux input, and a AM/FM receiver. So, this I got at Walmart for $20 standard price. I've been looking for a radio that's cheap, that I can just throw in whatever car that has Bluetooth. This is a must-have for me. Now that I have a Pixel 2 for my daily driver phone, I no longer have an aux port on it, so I can't just plug right in. I also don't necessarily like being tethered to a cable when I put my phone up on its little stand. I like to have like a clean dashboard and without cables running everywhere. So we are going to try out this bad boy, see what the quality of it is. It can't be super great for only $20, at least that's what I'm assuming, but we're going to give it a try, see what happens. I'm going to be your guinea pig for you today. Alright, so what do we have here? That is pretty short overall. I'm not actually surprised, that makes sense. Oh, it comes with a remote. Look at that. A remote and little installation bracket things, I assume? Maybe? Well, that's cool. And, of course, the loom. So this is the old aftermarket radio that was in the car when I got it. As you can see, the size difference is quite large, but that's because this doesn't have a CD drive in it. You need all this space for a spinning disc. So that makes sense. You don't really need a whole lot of area to, house all of the components that we're looking to have. The quality is definitely a teensy bit flimsier, but it does feel pretty sturdy. For reference, this is an Alpine CDE121. And the only reason we're looking to upgrade is because of Bluetooth. That's it. Now, one thing that really makes me upset is this. This is the wiring loom job by the previous owner. This whole twist and tape method really irritates me. So we're going to do ours right. We're going to use solder and heat shrink and get it all looking nice. And then we'll pop it in the car and see what happens. This is why I don't like twist and tie. It's all nasty. I got all of this separated, so now I just got to match up colors and attach this to the new loom. So we should be pretty much golden. So I just looked up Alpine's wiring diagram, and it looks like all of the colors match to this loom as well. So I'm just going to replace colors, and we're going to see what happens. Alright, so here is my new loom. It's much cleaner, don't you think? I like it. So let's plug this in and see what happens. Okay, so let's just plug this in real quick. Here. This is going to be impossible with one hand. Alright, so it's connected up, so let's see if it works. Okay, I did not connect to the antenna, so that's not gonna work. Crap. Alright, let's try this again. This time with the antenna connected. That's volume. Let's see, scroll with this. Alright, I just gave this a good test. So far, it's looking pretty good. Bluetooth works freaking fantastic. You got back and next and, you know, pause and all that stuff. I kind of wish that this button here wasn't just like a phone call button, because that seems to be relatively easy to push, and when you push it, it calls whoever you were last calling. So that could be a problem. I'm not sure if there's a way to disable that function in here or not, but I'm going to look at it. But other than that, everything, I like the look of it. It's a little bit flimsy as far as like build quality is concerned. It does feel like pretty plasticky, but only a little bit more plasticky than the Alpine unit felt like. So I actually don't think it's that big of a deal, but you might. The remote works well, but it does have to be pointed directly at it. So like pointing at it from like outside, from like out of the car over here or something, that does not work. So that's kind of annoying, but whatever. So in running through the Bluetooth testing, it does not. So running through the Bluetooth testing, unfortunately, it does not display the name of the song or anything related to that up here. And your only control functions from the head unit are pause, next, or previous. That's it. Which is fine. That's pretty basic, and, you know, what else are you expecting from 20 bucks? The aux, I did just test the aux input. It works just like an aux input. Pretty much exactly like the Bluetooth. It has pretty much the exact sound profile that the Bluetooth has. No issues there. I have not tested the USB. I don't plan on using this very often, but I'm going to test it out just to see, you know, exactly how that works. So I had to mute this particular portion to try and avoid a copyright strike, but this is just to show how simple it is to actually, like, you know, select presets and everything. All you have to do is find the station that you want to put on a preset and then hold down that particular preset. Depending on your use case, that might interfere with selecting presets, because I personally just really quickly tap something, but the buttons on this are a little bit hard to press, so you might find yourself pressing it a little bit too long and then accidentally overwriting whatever preset that you're trying to get to. But I highly doubt that that will affect many of you, so probably not really even worth mentioning. You do get 3 FM bands and 2 AM bands, so that should be plenty for all of your presets. That equates to 18 FM presets and 12 AM presets. Honestly, I never listened to AM, so that's wasted on me, but the FM presets, that's more than I will ever use. I'm going to be keeping it in the Golf as my main head unit for a while. This is my daily, so I should have a pretty decent test for over the next couple of weeks. So I'll come out with an update video in a couple of weeks' time, and, you know, give everybody the lowdown on how it performs and everything like that. One thing I did wish I could test with it is a sub. I don't have a sub in this car right now, but I'm thinking about getting one, so we'll see how it interacts with that when I do end up purchasing one. Something else to keep in mind is that the color scheme of this head unit is very restrictive, so it might not go with all of your dash stuff. That's not really something I care about too much in this car, but for something like the Subaru, I would care. So for something like that, I wouldn't be putting this head unit in. It doesn't match anything, so that is also something to keep in mind. It is not RGB. It is locked at that blue color. Not my favorite color, but who knows? Maybe they have a RGB version of this that costs a little bit more. But overall, I would say for $20, this is about as good as you are going to get. I have been trolling the internet looking for a $20 head unit probably for the last couple of months, and so far I've been coming up with nothing, even in the used space. Like, there's some $20 options here and there, but they all are either beat to crap if they're used, or they don't include Bluetooth, which, you know, is kind of the whole point. One thing I did notice after I just finished testing it and putting it all back together and whatnot is that the back is really hot. Like, I was only using it for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and the back was uncomfortably hot. Like, I could barely touch it. So I'm not sure if that's by design or what exactly is going on there, but it was really, really hot. So Hopefully it doesn't cause any, damage or anything like that, but we'll see in my update video. But yeah, hopefully I don't have to make a video where I open it saying, hey guys, my car burnt down. But crossing our fingers there, that is it for me today. I hope you all had a wonderful week. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.